task force on the environment focused its efforts on providing technical and policy advice to support the development of the Sustainable Water Master Plan, the Drought Response Plan, the Bike Plan, and the Green Building Landscape and Water Efficiency Ordinance. The city's goal is to achieve water self-sufficiency by 2020. In 2015, groundwater represented over 70% of the city's water supply, with imported water being reduced to less than 30% of our water. The task force also continued to advocate for the successful implementation of a Big Blue Bus alternative fueled fleet and solar power purchase for municipal facilities.
The Urban Forest Task Force works to preserve and protect Santa Monica's trees and plants so that it is not only good for the environment, but provides a sustainable and beautiful landscape for all to enjoy. In 2015, our main focus was to identify and prepare updates to the Urban Forest Master Plan to be presented to the City Council in 2016. This will ensure Santa Monica has a healthy and green urban forest for the future. We also played a critical role with a robust response to the ongoing drought, including writing a guide for homeowners titled Helping Urban Trees in a Drought.
With the continuing extreme drought conditions and the governor's emergency mandate to cut usage by 25%, the Metropolitan Water District focused on ensuring that Southern California has a reliable water supply. In March, the board approved additional funds for outreach to increase conservation awareness, including billboards, emails, ads, and social media. We also increased the conservation budget to $450 million, making it the nation's largest rebate program. This led to a 20% reduction in water use in 2015.
We advise the City Council about our city's parks and recreational facilities. In 2015, we're most proud of the new playground equipment in Ozone Park that we installed with funding provided by the Kiwanis Club of Santa Monica. The new equipment and the park improvements by the Community and Cultural Services Department make Ozone Park safer and a more exciting place for our children. We have numerous projects in the works, including a universally accessible playground at North Beach.
The Clean Beaches and Ocean Committee aims to enhance Santa Monica by restoring a healthier balance between the urban environment and the natural ecosystem, including the Santa Monica Bay, by reducing pollution from urban runoff. One of the projects we funded and completed last year, 2015, was the Palisades Park Drainage Project. This project improved the drainage infrastructure and the grading, so that it slopes away from the bluff and into the drainage inlets, which helps to contain the erosion of the bluff.
The Vector District is charged with protecting our communities from vectors, which are insects capable of transmitting disease or injuring humans. Our current main focus is surveillance and control of Africanized honeybees, red imported fire ants, and mosquitoes, especially the Aedes mosquito, which transmits the Zika virus. The virus causes birth defects in babies, and although usually transmitted by mosquito bites, there are reports of it spreading via sexual contact or blood transfusions. Everyone can help themselves by taking precautions. Use an insect repellent, cover up, have screens for windows and doors, and dump and drain standing water.
The Arts Commission ensures a regular and ongoing assessment of the arts programs in the City of Santa Monica. We also develop first-of-their-kind arts events, recognize and encourage the arts as a service of local government, and enrich the lives of all citizens by exposure to the arts. A review of the Creative Capital Cultural Plan concluded we've reached about 90% of the plan's implementation objectives, including creating the Tongva Park event series. We also increased by 50% the grant funds available to support Santa Monica arts organizations.
The Santa Monica Pier is a signature landmark and community asset that offers an enticing array of experiences and attractions to both residents and visitors from around the world. The board has worked with the city to develop the Pier Access and Use Study, which addresses current and future challenges, such as enhanced accessibility for people with mobility impairment, increased pedestrian access at all the entrances to the pier, updated and clear signage for visitors who arrive via the Expo Light Rail.
Downtown Santa Monica strives to create and maintain a vibrant destination for locals and visitors alike, a dynamic place where people come to dine, shop, relax, and have fun under the sun. We're proud to incorporate Lincoln Boulevard into the downtown district, bringing enhanced maintenance and hospitality service to residents, property owners, and merchants. We also worked with property owners along Colorado Avenue, creating a new zone to guide the increased number of visitors who will be utilizing the new Metro Expo line.
Santa Monica Travel and Tourism strengthens the city by increasing visitor expenditures, tourism revenues and local employment through promotion of the area as a travel destination. In 2015, visitors from all over the world came to Santa Monica and spent over $1.8 billion, generated over 13,000 jobs, and contributed $46 million to the City of Santa Monica's general fund. To improve the visitor experience, we've also launched a brand new campaign including a new award-winning website, visitor guides, and maps.
The Airport Commission advises the City Council about the municipal airport and aviation matters affecting the city and its residents. In 2015, we focused on 3 areas. 1 was developing an airport leasing policy for tenants. 2 was security issues at the airport have become more of a concern, and we are looking at firms to advise us on updating security policies. And 3, the FAA has developed something called the Metroplex Plan, which is a proposal to make airspace over the basin more efficient. And the city is working with the FAA to address how these changes will affect Santa Monica.
Since its establishment in 1975, the Landmarks Commission has sought to protect and preserve Santa Monica's historic resources. After extensive study and grassroots participation, the Landmarks Commission recommended and the City Council approved the San Vicente Boulevard Courtyard Apartments Historic District. It's the first historic district named in Santa Monica in 15 years. We also approved the restoration and repair plan for the landmark chain reaction sculpture by Paul Conrad. In addition to launching the Historic Resources Inventory Update, we named 4 new landmarks in 2015 for a total of 118 designated landmarks in Santa Monica today.
The role of the Planning Commission is to advise the City Council on land and property use in Santa Monica. The Commission reviews all development applications, and we provide strategic direction to the City on land use plans and transport action plans. Through the year, the Commission held 36 hearings, which led to the adoption of a new zoning code in June, heavily focused on neighbourhood preservation, on locally serving businesses, on providing predictable community benefits, and to supporting historic preservation. Our strategic directions also led to 3 significant additions for the city's transport infrastructure: the Michigan Greenway, or MANGO, the City Bike Share Program Breeze, and the Safe Routes to School program.
The Santa Monica Architectural Review Board acts to preserve natural beauty, cultural importance, and assure buildings, structures, and developments have good design. In 2015, we worked with various city entities to improve design elements across Santa Monica to ensure we support a common vision. One example is our invitation to Downtown Santa Monica, Inc. to discuss their goals for the promenade. We reviewed 3 projects, the Pen Factory, the Water Garden, and Bergamot Area Parking Garage, improving their individual attributes, but also mindful of their relationship to the Bergamot Area Plan.
The Building and Fire Life Safety Commission ensures Santa Monica's buildings meet construction, seismic, and fire codes so that everyone can live and work and play in the safest possible environment. In 2015, the Commission met to discuss recommendations to City Council to adopt an ordinance which expedites the permitting process for small, residential rooftop solar systems. It was approved by Council and went into effect on September 30th. We also discussed ordinances to amend the California Green Building Standards Code to require that new construction is set up for future solar energy installations.
The Rent Control Board ensures the Rent Control Charter Amendment is fully and faithfully upheld in every aspect. In 2015, we're proud of 3 major achievements. First, we adopted an annual recertification process for owner occupancy exemptions to help identify lapsed exemptions. Second, we put in place new regulations that clarify qualifications for owner occupancy exemptions. And third, we implemented new regulations providing for the registration of buyout agreements for rent-controlled units.
The Housing Commission's mission is to improve quality of life
by supporting and guiding production and preservation of affordable housing. We successfully reached our Maine 2015 goal to advise the City Council on creating a permanent source of affordable housing funding. This $15 million fund, which equals the amount the city previously received from a redevelopment agency, does several things. It offers programs to strengthen compliance monitoring and connects residents and workers with affordable housing. The fund also helps maximize the proportion of affordable housing in developments and assists federally funded properties at risk of converting to market rate housing.
As part of the mission of the Personnel Board, we consider the rights and interests of city employees, administrators, taxpayers, and residents of Santa Monica. The board also serves as a quasi-judicial review board for employee appeals of disciplinary actions. In 2015, we reviewed 90 job specifications to ensure that they are accurate and up to date. We also reviewed 22 requests for outside activity, which must be submitted whenever an employee performs a job outside of his or her regular city job.
We're celebrating 125 years of library service to Santa Monica. Santa Monica has also been ranked by Library Journal as a 5-star library for the 6th year in a row and the only one in Southern California. The Library Journal Index determines the rankings by looking at circulation, visits, program attendance, and public internet computer use at public libraries. We're also proud of the Fairview branch renovation, where basic infrastructure was improved with new electrical, heating and air conditioning systems, light fixtures, and a reworking of the computer area. Improvements also feature new paint and carpeting throughout, as well as updated shelving in the adult area.
The Commission for the Senior Community advises the City Management and City Council on matters pertaining to the older adult community. In 2015, we worked with Wise and Healthy Aging and the Older Adult Task Force to develop a resource guide to help older adults and their families. In addition, we compiled a list of active living opportunities for older adults, which is included in the guide. In a continuing effort to educate the community about fraud, abuse, and harassment, we had the Stop Senior Scams DVD captioned.
The Disabilities Commission ensures people with disabilities have access to and are able to participate in all city programs, services, and activities. We provided input into planning for the North Beach Playground, which is the city's second universally accessible playground. We also provided input on numerous city programs, plans, and policies such as housing, human services, and transportation.
The Commission on the Status of Women works on behalf of women through investigation, advocacy, and policy development on issues relevant to women and girls. On August 25, 2015, we asked the City Council to adopt a resolution to support the local implementation of the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. The City Council adopted the resolution and we were selected to implement it. We're one of only 8 U.S. cities to adopt CEDAW.
The Social Services Commission preserves and enhances the quality of life for all Santa Monica residents. In November 2014, the Commission hosted a public hearing on the Human Services Grants Program and the consolidated plan for funds Santa Monica receives from the federal government. The Social Services Commission is actively involved in the annual homeless count. Several commissioners volunteer every year to visit Santa Monica streets and shelters to find out how many people in our community are experiencing homelessness. In 2015, the Commission hosted the city's public presentation of the homeless count results. We are committed to listening to the needs of all Santa Monicans and helping to improve our community's well-being.